Okay, today is unit number. It is a lecture number 10 in unit number 2. Okay, so we are going to talk about structural modeling. So we can call it as part 2. So we mainly focusing on some of the examples. Okay, what are the topics that we are going to look at here is that one thing is full adder using half adders. Okay, so this is already we have done. Okay, the next one is we need to talk about 4x1 mux multiplexer using 2x1 multiplexers mux. Okay, this also we have completed. So now today we are going to look at 3x8 decoder using 2x4 decoder. Okay, so 2x4 decoder we are going to look at now. The next one is 4-bit adder, which is nothing but a ripple carry adder. Okay, the next one is adder subtractor, 4-bit adder subtractor. The last and final one is 4-bit ALU, arithmetic and logical unit. Okay, so I think logical unit. So these are the topics that we need to discuss in the structural modeling part 2. And there some part 1 is I have discussed about what do you mean by structural modeling, how do we construct a system with the help of subsystems, like full adder is a system if you consider, half adders are subsystems for that one. Okay, similarly 4x1 mux is a system if you consider 2x1 mux as a subcomponent for that one, or subsystem we can say. So now we are going to look at in this class 3x8 decoder, and time permits us, so we will look at other things as well. Okay, let us now look at 3x8 decoder. So since actually I want to, the ultimate goal of this problem is we need to design 3x8 decoder. Okay, so if you want to do this one, we are going to use the Verilog language to design 3x8 decoder. Okay, that means we we can directly describe 3x8 decoder by using the gate level modeling. But that is not the constraint here. The constraint is we have to design the 3x8 decoder using the 2x4 decoders. So once the circuit is having 2x4 decoders to construct a 3x8 decoder, I'm going to use the Verilog programming. Okay, therefore I'm going to write the Verilog program for the circuit consisting of 2x4 decoders. All right. So therefore it's not direct 3x8 decoder, but with the help of 2x4 decoder, I need to construct that diagram must be described, or that circuit must be described by using the structural modeling. That's the objective. So let us now look at we take, for example, a 3x8 decoder is something like this. So since actually how many number of inputs are required? 3x8 decoder. For a 3x8 decoder, 3x8 decoder stands for, first 3 stands for input lines. Okay, the second number stands for output lines, as all of you know that. Okay, Therefore, I'm going to consider that this is the one line. This is the 8 lines. I need to write 8 lines. That means I need to write 3 lines here. I need to write 8 lines here, something like this. Instead of doing this one, Verilog has a provision. What is the provision? The provision is that we can consider, the provision is that instead of taking the individual lines, something like this, we can take a single line, and we can take a single line at the output as well. But we should mention what is the size of this one. This is the size 3, this is the size 8. Okay, don't forget about this. Okay, for example, A is my input, Y, for example, is my output. Okay, so this is my 3x8 decoder, 3x8 decoder. Okay, so everybody, instead of writing the decoder this much value, this much name, I can write DEC, decoder, DEC, for example. Okay, so as we can, how do we develop the logical circuit for this one? We know the gate level modeling, right? So by using the gate level modeling means we have to write the 3x8 decoder circuit diagram like that of the 2x4, and we need to write. But the constraint is we have to construct by using the 2x4 decoder. And how do we do it? Okay, so as we have learned from the basic digital logic design course, so in order to do this one, I'm going to consider two 2x4 decoders, right? So therefore, for example, here is A, B. Okay, therefore, and it is also considered 2x4 decoders are required, as everybody knows that. Okay, so for this one we have 8 outputs. We have for this one also we have an 8 outputs. But the question is that this must be converted into 3, as this must be as usual, as usual. Okay, so how do we do this one? Just we are going to use with the help of enable signal. So therefore, we are going to write 2x4 decoder with enable signal. Okay, that's what we have studied in the previous class. Okay, that means I'm going to consider another input line here. Okay, and I'm going to consider another input line. So earlier only 4 must be converted into 3. Now 6 must be converted into 3. How it is possible? So for that one, what I'm going to do is that there is a provision is that take these 2 lines and short circuit these 2 with this one, and take this point, short circuit this one. Sorry. Okay, so now this is called, for example, A of 3, for example, or A of 0. This is called A of 1. Now this enable signal, so this enable signal will be taken as a complement of one input. You take this is enable signal will be taken here, an enable signal, and that is connected same as to this one. Okay, now what is happening here? This enable signal will be treated as, now my A3. Sorry, A2. It is my A2. Right. So therefore, as we can see that, of course, everybody knows that, for example, what is the truth table? A3, A2, A1, for example, 0, 0, something like this, Y7 to Y0. So this will be all zeros and this is the 1. Okay, if it is 0, 0, 0, 1, for example, okay, now this value is 0, so on up to, this is last one is 0, 1, sorry, this is 0, but this is 1. So like this, we can fill all these things. Okay. Therefore, up to the 8 lines, for example, up to 8 lines. So up to 4 lines, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1. Next again, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. So that means A3 will be active for 4 combinations. A3 is A2. I think it is A2, A1, A0. A2 is active for 4 lines. A2 is active for another 4 lines. Therefore, it is look like a 2x4 decoder. It is also look like a 2x4 decoder. So that's the reason why if A is equal to 0 means this is active, this is off. Okay, so therefore, this kind of whatever the input that is we are giving here, that related output only we will get here. Until up to Y3, we will get the output. Okay, so for A is equal to 1, for example, A2, then this will be active, and these combinations are, this output will be taken into consideration. That means for Y3, Y7 to Y4. Of course, this design, we know that very well. Okay, so but anyway, from the Verilog point of view, this is the diagram that is required for us. Okay, therefore, shall we write the Verilog program for this one? For clarity, I'm going to write again the diagram neatly. I'm going to draw this one so that it look good. Okay. Fine. This is called one line. This is the second line. This is the third line, fourth line. Okay. So this will be connected here. This will be connected here. Okay. So for example, this is called A0. Now this is called A1. I'm going to write one NOT gate, and connected here. So without any NOT gate, it is connected here. Okay.
Sir,
so this is
okay, then connected.
Okay, so out of this thing, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is called Y0, Y1, Y2, Y3. This is Y4, Y5, Y6, Y7. Okay, so this is what. Now, this is what my actual diagram is. Okay, somebody has problem. Yes. So this is how the circuit diagram is. Okay. So, but now this is the vector notation, right? We are writing this is a vector notation. Okay. So instead of taking these lines in this way, okay. So instead of taking this one, a single line having 3 lines. Similarly, instead of taking these lines something like this, I'm going to consider only one line. Okay. So all these things will be treated as only a single line, but having 8 lines out of it. Okay, please remember this point. Okay, fine. Now we need to write the 2x4 decoder first of all. Okay, let us describe the 2x4 decoder. How do we write the 2x4 decoder? Okay, having 2 lines, for example, you observe carefully. For example, writing a different name that I'm giving, for example, X, or otherwise P, I write P, that is called Q. This is the 2-bit line, it's a 4-bit line. Let's say 2x4 decoder. So how do we write since we know only the gate level modeling so far. So let us write a gate level modeling for this one. Okay, I think somewhere we have written right. I think better I need to consider that one. Okay, I'll go. The where it I have written 2x4 max is there. I think somewhere. I think somewhere I have written, but I forgot. But anyway, we'll write then if it is not possible. Okay. Okay. So what is the gate level circuit for this one? The gate level circuit for this one is gate level modeling. So gate level. So everybody knows that, you please write. gate level modeling. Okay, so it consisting of 2 lines, something like this. Okay, it has got one AND gate, second AND gate, third AND gate, fourth AND gate. Okay. Okay, for this one, this is called, for example, X anukunte. This is, sorry, P anukunna kada. P of 0 or P of 1, P of 0. This P1 bar, P0 bar. Okay, for this one, what is required? If you want to get an output for Q, this is called Q0, Q1, Q2, Q3. Okay, so for this one, these two are required. Okay. See, very important thing is that we need a decoder having enable input, right? So we have to introduce an enable signal here. It's a very, very important one. Okay. So, and we have an enable signal here as well. Okay. We have an enable signal, enable EN. So it is connected all the time. Okay. So something like this connections I'm showing. So this is connected. This is also connected. And this is also connected. Okay, the AND gate should be some more high. Is it clear, all of you? So this is the enable, this is the P0 bar, this is P1 bar. Again, this is enable is required for this one also. For this one is required, P0 is required. Here P1 bar is required. P1 bar is required. Here enable is required. Here P0 bar is required. But here is P1 is required. Okay, so what about this one? Enable is required, P0 is required, P1 is required. Okay, so we know this design. Okay, let us write quickly this Verilog program. What is the Verilog program? As simple as that. So write a module. Okay, fine. Module. It is decoder, right? So decoder underscore 2x4. I'm right. 2x4 underscore decoder we should not write. Okay. So here we have a P signal and enable signal EN and Q signal we have. That's all. So out of all these, the inputs are input 1 down to 0 of P. Another input is enable. Output is, what is the output? Q. So 3 down to 0 of Q. Okay, fine. So for an AND gate, I'm going to write an AND. It is called G1, for example. I'm going to write output is Q of, this is the way that we need to write Q of 0 with the not of P of 0, not of P of 1. It's very, very important. And then we need to write input is, so these are all the inputs. Enable is also required, right? EN, enable. Okay, that's it. Okay, so this statement only I'm going to repeat. Okay, copy. How many times I need to do for 4 times? Okay, 2, 4 times that is required. So what are necessary things we need to keep? We should say that I'm going to write here is the one logic 1 is here. Okay, here is logic 2, 3 bit 3, the third one is required. So here it does not require this things, arguments not required. For this one, it is not required. For this one, it is not required. Okay, so that's it. So everything is fine. Now we are going to write end module. Okay, so I'm not going to write any kind of while, because while is not required here, because instead of while I'm writing directly complementation. Fine. Now we have to call this one into your main program. Okay, main program is this one. So we take this main program again. Copy, paste. Okay, fine. That is right. Okay. So module. So it is a 3-byte decoder, 3-byte decoder. Okay, fine. So first one is top level. What is the top level module? It is a decoder underscore 3/8. What are the inputs it has got? A is one input. Okay, next one is only output is Y. That's all. No other thing. So in this inputs are 2 down kada. So 2 down to 0 of A we need to consider. Another input is output. Seven down to 0 of Y. Okay, now so we need to call. What is the calling here? So this is the name that, with the help of this name, that we need to call. Okay, copy, paste here. It is the paste. So this is what we have. We can see that. Okay, but here it's not required. Okay, so we have to give some kind of space here. Okay, actually it's not the right way to write all these things. Better I need to remove, and I will write again. Okay, we need to call with the help of decoder DC underscore 2/4. That is the way that I have written. So this is the name of the module is M1. So I'm going to talk now here. So please look at very carefully. So we are talking about this module, right? We are talking about this module. Okay, this is called M1. This is called M2, for example. Okay. So what is the M2, M1 here? M1 consisting of A information is required. A information, one enable signal. Okay. So here, if you consider carefully, it is consisting of 3 variables. Okay. We need to write 3 variables here also. So how we need to write 3 variables? First, A of 1 down to 0. See very carefully. So first line is actually, the first variable is actually of 2-bit size. Okay, actually here if you see, P is actually 2-bit size. Okay, but here if you write directly A here at this place, A is actually 3-bit size. Okay, but we need only 2 bits out of 3 bits. That's the reason why A of 1 down to 0 I am taking. Okay, that means this one I am considering and this one I am considering, not A2. Now the second one is, the second variable here is enable signal, right? So second one is enable signal. So what is the enable signal in this particular point of view? So enable is nothing but here is the enable here. Okay. So where it is coming from? It is coming from A2 bar, right? A2 bar it is coming from. So what I'm going to write here, I can write not of A of 2. Are you agree with me? Not of A of 2. Or otherwise I need to write another gate. Okay. So to avoid that other gate, I have a provision is there. Negation, you can use it there. Right. The third one is output. Output, what I have to do? Output is Y. Y of what is the value that I need to consider from 3 down to 0. Okay. 3 down to 0. So that's what we can write. So similarly, we can write. Okay. So therefore, this is called Y0, Y1. As I mentioned that here, not necessary. Y0, Y1, Y2, Y3. That means 3 down to 0 that I am writing. Therefore, what is the MSB bit here? Y3. Next Y2, next Y1, next Y0. So it is started from 0, 0, 0, 1, something like this. It is 0, 0, 1, 0, something like this. It is producing the output, right? Fine. So therefore, that is the reason why Y of 3 down to 0 I have written. Similarly, the same kind of decoder I have. So the same name that I am using, decoder underscore 2x4. Okay. The name of this module is M2. So what is the content that is required? Same kind of A is also same. Okay. A of 1 down to 0 is a 2-bit size. Fine. What is the enable signal here is directly A2. Okay. What is the last one? Output is from 7 down to 4. Output is from 7 down to 4. That's all. Finally, we need to write AND module. Port declaration or port mapping must be must be good. Okay, port mapping, without you are using the port mapping properly, the output will be, you cannot see the output, it cannot be synthesized. So therefore, here is a 2-bit size, here is a 2-bit size, here is a 1-bit size. Okay, here is a 4-bit size. That is how the 2x4 decoder is defined earlier, right? The same port map assignment I need to consider from the original, from the actual system. Don't forget to write in this way. Okay, fine. So this is how we need to write the 3x8 decoder by using the 2x4 decoders, right? Shall we write another program? I hope you can understood this point. Okay, shall we write the 4-bit adder? Okay, come on, let's write 4-bit adder. Okay, next 4-bit adder. Okay, so what is the logic diagram? What is the top level view of the adder? That means it has got 2 input datas. Each one size is 4-bit size. This is a 4-bit size. This is also of a 4-bit size. This is A, this is B. And it produces an output of size, sum size is actually an 8-bit size sum. Okay, I can say that this is the sum. Yes, I can write it. So since it is an adder, there is a possibility of carry also. Therefore, Cout is also possible, single bit carry. So therefore, this is simply people will call it as 4-bit adder. Okay, 4-bit adder. It doesn't mean that 4-bit you take and add all these things, not like that. Each data size is 4-bit size. And if you, sorry, the output is also 4-bit. Now how it will be 8-bit? It will be 4-bit only. Okay, sum is 4-bit, Cout is also, so it must be 1-bit size. Okay, so what is the inside of this 4-bit adder? Okay, that's not important. Okay, so the 4-bit adder is constructed with the help of 1-bit full adders. Okay, so let us design the 4-bit adder. Okay, so I have a 1-bit full adder, FA. This is another adder, FA. This is another adder, FA. This is another adder, FA. Okay, so consider this is FA0, FA0. Consider this is FA1, full adder 1, full adder 2, full adder 3, right? Now, what, of course, since it is, has got another input is also there, that is called CAN input. Okay. Generally, this is what the input and output port of an adder. It has got the original operands as well as the carry in signal also, and some signal and C out also. Okay. Now, we are going to look at in this way. CN is available here. Okay. CN. And here we can say that this is called A of 0, right? And another input is B of 0. So the bit by bit addition is performing like this. Suppose A3, A2, A1, A0. Okay, B3, B2, B1, B0. If you want to add these two things with the help of CN, so therefore one adder is required, FA is required. Okay, so the carry of the previous one will be available here. Adding up all these things, we need to have another adder. The carry of this one is available here, and there is a possibility of another adder. Here also C2, if an adder is required. So that means that S0 is possible here. S1 we can say that, S2 we can say that, S3 we can say that. Finally, C out will be observed. Okay, so this is what, how many adders are required here in this case? Of course, sorry. I can simply write in this way. Okay, so in order to perform this addition, in order to get the S0, okay, that means addition is required. Okay, addition is required. In order to find S1, addition is required between these three operands. In order to get this sum, we need to get the addition of these things. That means there's a reason why I'm adding the adders. So therefore, the Cn, A0, B0 is given here. So it will produce as S0, S of 0, it will produce S. So it is also producing C of 0. So here is A of 1, I can write. Here is B of 1. And here is C, S of 1. Right? Again, you consider here A of 0, sorry, A of 2, B of 2, and here we can see S of 2. Here, C of 1. Again, you write here, it will produce a C of 2, okay, and it will produce S of 3, and here is S of 2, sorry, 3, B of 3, right? This is how the design should be. Once we have a circuit diagram in this fashion, then it is possible to write a structural molding. So therefore, we can write a structural molding for this, right? So this is what we have a block diagram consideration for this one. Okay, so these 4 signals, of course, the last one is carry, C out, C out. Okay. So the bottom one is carry, upper one is operand A0, A1, and the first one and last one is the carry information, right? So we know this one. Now, what is the first basic definition that we have to do? All are full adders only. That means I need to write the definition for full adder. Okay, simple full adder, let us write now. So Verilog code for full adder. Verilog for full adder. Okay. So somewhere it is there, but so the observe దానికంటే రాసేయటం better. So I'm going to write in this way. If adder is something like this, for example. Okay. Here is, for example, XM. So differently, different way that I'm writing here. Please look at this one. Okay. X is I'm writing here. For example, X is my input of 3-bit size. Normally, we don't write in this way, but please identify that for simplicity, I'm writing. So it is a 2-bit size. Output is Y is a 2-bit size. Y is 2-bit size. FA. Okay. So how I am writing, like, please consider module FA. FA consisting of X and Y. I'm not writing x1, x2, and cn. I'm not writing like this, but just this way, with this method I'm following. Okay, out of all these things, inputs are, input is actually 3 kada, 2 down to 0 of an x. Next output is 1 down to 0 of y. Okay, what is the inside of this block diagram? So I'm going to write in this way, having 3 input data, 1, 2, 3, finding some here, sorry, y here, y here. This is called x of 0, x of 1, x of 2. Similarly, what is the best way? An AND gate, another AND gate, AND gate, one OR gate, something like this. This is called y of 0. This is y of 1. Carry information y of 1. Okay, it requires, as all of you know, that x of 0 is meant for a signal, x of 1 here. This is called x of 1, x of 2. This is called x of 2. This is x of 0. Something like this, as all of you know about it. So I'm quickly writing this gates. XOR. XOR is a keyword. The name of this G1 consisting of y of 0. Next I'm writing x. Directly I can write x. Okay, so that's how the simple we can write x here. Okay, so x is a 3-bit size, so therefore 3-bit size is XORed with, and then we'll get y0. Y0 will be the sum of that signal. Similarly, we are writing another AND gate. This is called G1, for example. What is the same? First, let us write this one. T1, let us consider T1, T2, T3. Okay, T1 is my input signal. X of 1 down to 0. Can I write like this? Yes, obviously we can write it there. Next, another AND gate, Z2, T2 comma x of 2 down to 1, x of 2 down to 1. Another AND gate I can consider, another AND gate, G3, so called T3 comma x of 0 down to 2 we should not write. Okay, if you write 0 down to 2 or 2 down to 0, which means that what will happen, it consisting of 3 signals. Okay, please remember, x of 2 is involved, x of 1 is involved, x of 0 is involved, but we need only 2 and 0 only. But here in this case, so it is x of 2 and x of 1 only is available. Okay, please remember, here is x of 1 and x of 0. Okay, so the meaning of this one is this one, the meaning of this one is this one, the meaning of this one is this one, but we don't want these 3 lines. Okay, so we need only, in this case there is no option. Okay, in this case there is no option. I am able to write x of 2 comma x of 0. Carefully you have to identify. Okay, so therefore this is also not interested to write. That's it. So finally we need to write an module. Okay, but don't forget to write while here. So while is required, while T1 comma T2 comma T3. That's all. So that is how I have defined my full adder. I want
Sir,
to
Y1 I'll go get OR gate.
I can construct the 4-bit adder. Right. So therefore I need to call this one. So for that one, I'm going to take this as the diagram. Copy. Where it is pasted, man. I think. So better I want to consider here only. I'm unable to from that. Okay, let us write here from this. Okay, let us write program. What is the first program? Module. It is adder underscore 4-bit. This is how for recognition I'm writing in this way. What are the things that are having? A is my input, B is my input, Cn is my input, S is my output, Cout is my output. This is how I am writing the top level module. Okay, and that means the top level module consisting of A 4-bit size, B is also 4-bit size. Okay, and I have a Cn signal, I have Cout signal, but I have a 4-bit size sum signal. This is what the top level module that we have written earlier, right? So this is how we need to write. So out of this thing, I need to call in this way. So inputs are, what are the inputs? 3 down to 0 of A as well as B, both are 4-bit size only. Okay, I'm going to consider another input is Cn, right? It is a single bit size. But output, you consider another output. Output is from 3 down to 0 of yes. Okay, next output is, what is the next output? A single bit is output also there. That is called Cout. Okay, Cout. Fine. Everything's fine. Now we need to call FA naught. Okay, so please remember, please write like this only. Okay, FA I am calling as, I have defined FA by FA, right? FA, I have written FA. So is that the same name that I have used here? Okay, this is the same name, FA. Okay, FA consisting of 3-bit information as a first information, 2-bit output information at the second. Okay, so therefore, the name of this one is, I have written FA naught. Okay, so don't confuse. Initial days I have written M1. Instead of M1, FA naught I am writing. That's all. Okay, so what is this one? It takes the input information A naught, B naught, Can, S naught. Okay. Which way that we can write 2-bit information? Okay. See, very carefully, you please observe that. It requires that A of 0, comma A of 1, sorry, B of 0. Next, we have to give Cn signal and we have to write S naught signal. This is what actually we need to write. Okay. So this is how we need to write. But it is wrong information according to your notation. So what is your notation says that, if you see, observe here. Oh, God. What you can see here, I copy this one, copy, paste. Okay. So here, see. If you see here very carefully, FA is actually consisting of, it's a 2-bit size. It is a 2-bit size, sorry, 3-bit size, 3-bit size. But this is a 2-bit size, right? So, but actually what we are doing here, it is a 1-bit size, 1-bit size. This is also 1-bit size. This is also 1-bit size. This is also 1-bit size. And of course, carry Cout also we need to write. The Cout also I need to write. Cout also. Cout of 0, na? Yeah, C of 0. C of 0. So this is how I need to write. But actually, if I am writing like this, what is the problem? Port mismatch. Okay. Here, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Five things that we are using. 5 individual lines that we are using. Here is actually 5 bits only we are using, but in a different fashion I'm using. But I have defined FA in this manner only, 3 bits as well as 2 bits. But here I'm writing individual lines. So it is not at all acceptable. So what should we do now then? Instead of writing like this, so I want to make it as a comment. Okay, if I want to make it as a comment means it does not have any sense. Okay, so therefore I'm writing here is FA. Okay, this is FA naught. I can write in this way. I'm going to concatenate this one. Okay, A of 0 with B of 0 with CAN. Okay, is it clear? And I'm going to concatenate with S of 0 and C of 0. Okay, so that is how I am going to do this one. Very careful. You should carefully understood this point. Okay, now this becomes a 3-bit data. Now this also becomes 2-bit data. Okay, therefore 3-bit data is matching there. 2-bit data is matching there. Okay, so that's how we can simply write the information. Okay, is it clear to all of you? I hope you can understand this point. Okay, so that means whatever the definition that we do, according to the definition only, we need to write the information. Otherwise, it's wrong. It becomes wrong. Okay, so that's all. Similarly, I am going to write another FA, same FA, but its name is FA1. Its values are A of 1, B of 1, C of 0. Okay, C of 0 it becomes another input is C of 0, right? That is C of 0, and we are going to look at S of 1 and C of 1 is my outputs. Fine. Next, we are going to write another FA because we have 4 things are there. We are writing here is A of 2, B of 2, C of 1, sorry, B, C of 2, sorry, C of 1 kada, C of 1. Next one is S of 2, C of 2. Next, another one is FA3. We have some of the signals are S of 3, B of 3, and C of 2 from the previous module as a carry information, and S of 3 and C of C out actually. It's not C of C out. Okay. Okay, fine. So finally we need write and module. So one point we should don't forget. So C0, C1, C0, C1, C2 are inside of the module. Therefore, I need to write wire. So wire C of C is 2 down to 0. Better to write in this way. Sorry, I said it. You should not write like this. 2 down to 0 of C. That's it. So this is how we need to write the 4-bit adder. Okay, I hope you understood this point. Easily we can write it. Okay, but only thing is that you should have a minimum basic knowledge about the digital electronics. Once the digital electronics you know very well, then just look at the diagram, you can write everything. Okay, just only some modification that I'm writing here. No need to write the vector notation for the half adder, the full adder. So I have written the full adder is vector notation. If you don't want to, if you are not interested to write the vector notation, write it in a scalar notation, but you call here in the scalar notation. Then you don't use the brackets there. Curly brackets not required. Directly A0, B0, Cn, comma S0, SC1, we can write it there. Okay. So this is what the structural modeling all about, the example that I have given. Only the pending is adder subtractor and the ALU design that we will see in the next class. Okay. With all these things, we need to we are going to use all these things in order to develop the circuit. So one point I want to write it here. So please remember, note, you write a note here. Very, very important point that I want to tell you. this is better to consider at this point. Okay. So for example, see here. I have written, so it is copied here, I think. Okay, I have written 2x4 decoder is something like this. First one is P, second one is enable, third one is Q. Please remember. So first one is P, second one is enable, third one is Q. Something like this I have written. Okay, I am calling this 2x4 decoder into 3x8 decoder, right? With the same kind of notations. First one is this one, second one is enable, the third one is map to output. Sometimes, if the number of input outputs are more and more, it is very difficult to remember that first line is so and so, second line is so and so, third line is so and so. Okay. Instead, it is possible to write at anywhere we can write it there. What does it mean? So you like consider this point. So for example, this is the point. Copy, paste here. Just observe very carefully this point I'm writing here. Okay, see here. So this is the actual notation I'm writing. Instead, it is also possible. Why can't we write this information here? So instead of A1 here, okay, so I'm going to write y of 3 down to 0 here. But I want to write here is E of 1 down to 0. Why can't we write like this? So if I write like this, the port mismatch, it is a 4-bit size. Okay, it's a 4-bit size. It's a 1-bit size. It is a 2-bit size. So earlier, how we define? Earlier we have defined that it's a 2-bit size. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. I think enable signal I forgot to write, right? So please write enable signal also, man. Oh no, not here. I'm extremely sorry. Not here. Not here. Here. So here it's a 2-bit size, right? It's a 2-bit size. It's a 1-bit size. It is a 4-bit size. So here, what is happening here? 2-bit, 1-bit, 4-bit. But here, what is happening here? Here is actually what is happening is a 4-bit, 1-bit, 2-bit. So port mismatch. This is mapped to. Actually, this is mapped to 2-bit, right? It is mapped to 2-bit. Of course, it does not have any problem. It is 4-bit. So here is a matching is done, but here there is no matching. Here there is no matching. Port mismatch. Okay, then what is the best choice to do to encounter this problem? Because this kind of methodology is most preferably used. So how do I do this one? So for that one, we are going to use the technique called formals and actuals. Okay, so what do you mean by the formals and actuals? Let us write very quickly. Okay, so instead of y of 3, you write like this. Carefully. So it is meant for output, right? Dot. What is the output for this one? What is the line? Output meant for Q, right? Output is meant for Q. I'll write Q here. Q of this one. Okay, that means the Q of the formal is connected to actual of y of 3 down to 0. Okay, so since it is a 4-bit size, this 4-bit size is mapped to this one. Clear? So similarly, if you consider this one also, you take another point. So if you want to make this one, I think it is better, right? So here also, this must be mapped with dot of enable. Okay, dot of enable that we have to write. Okay, similarly, we need to write this one. What is the P gada? That's P. Dot of P of this. Okay, the Q is 4-bit is mapped to Y. Enable is 1-bit added to this particular information. and P is enabled to, P is 4-bit is 2-bit is mapped to EA. So this is how we can write. So in this situation, we don't have any problem. Wherever you can write Y, wherever you can write enable, wherever you can write EA, it does not have any problem. That means position is not at all important. When you write actuals and formals, if you're not using the actuals and formals, the position is very, very important. Okay. But in this case, you can write anywhere, any place. Okay. So you please remember this point. And if it is not possible, it is not understood, then we will discuss this point in the next class. Okay. But I hope you can understand. Thank you very much. We'll see you in the next class.